I mean, he said he was proud when I got promoted last year, but also suggested maybe I shouldn't take it because the stress might be too much. When I talked about maybe going back to school someday, he always changed the subject to how expensive it would be. Did Derek have equal standards for our relationship? Thinking about it, not really. If I was 15 minutes late meeting him, I'd get a series of increasingly annoyed texts, but he could cancel plans last minute to hang with the boys, and I was supposed to be cool with it. By the time we finished our White Claws, I had this sinking feeling in my stomach. The TikTok wasn't some bizarre out-of-character moment. It was just the first time I'd seen what had been there all along, without the filter of wanting to believe we were perfect. That night, Derek escalated to a new level. At exactly 9:17 p.m., Amara's doorbell rang. We both froze like we'd been caught committing a crime. Through the peephole, Derek, holding the saddest-looking grocery store flowers I've ever seen. Amara went full mama bear mode. She opened the door just enough to block the view inside and told him I wasn't there. I could hear his voice cracking as he begged her to just let him talk to me for 5 minutes. Said he hadn't slept in days. Said he'd lost 7 pounds. Said he'd do anything to fix this. After Amara finally got him to leave, she found a handwritten letter he'd slipped under the door. 8 pages. 8. Front and back. I have to admit, I read it twice. It was a lot. Tear stains on the paper. Promises to spend the rest of my life making this up to you. Explanations about how he was drunk, how his friends were peer pressuring him, how he'd been having a bad day at work. Classic deflection bingo. But one line actually got to me. I said those horrible things because I'm insecure and afraid you'll realize you're too good for me. For about 20 minutes, I actually considered calling him. That's how messed up my brain was. Like, he humiliated me publicly, and I was feeling bad for him. Thankfully, Amara's Wi-Fi chose that exact moment to crash. Classic Thursday night Xfinity outage. So we couldn't even stream anything. Instead, we ended up going through old photos on my phone, and that's when I had my first real epiphany. In literally every picture of Derek and me together from the past year, I'm looking at him with this big smile, and he's either looking at his phone or off to the side or making some stupid face. Not a single one where he's looking at me the way I'm looking at him. How did I never notice that before? Friday morning brought a new development. My brother Miguel called to tell me that Derek had shown up at his apartment at 7 a.m., asking if he knew where I was. Miguel, being the overprotective brother he is, told Derek that if he came by again, they'd be having a different kind of conversation. Dramatic, but I appreciate the sentiment. By that point, I was actually starting to feel smothered by all of Derek's attempts to contact me. It wasn't romantic. It was uncomfortable. So I did something I'd been avoiding. I drafted a text. Simple, direct. No room for misinterpretation. I need space. Please stop contacting me, my friends, and my family. I'll reach out if I'm ready to talk. Sent it at 10:22 a.m. Immediately turned my phone off for 3 hours because I couldn't handle seeing his response. When I finally checked again, there were 5 paragraphs waiting for me. The gist? He understood. He'd respect my boundaries. He'd wait forever if that's what it took. Followed immediately by 3 more texts asking when forever might end, and if we